Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of What the Hall. So where do we start? So this is this month's roundup of newness for the month of March. Um, Again, this is another one of those months where I don't have any of the samples, but instead what I did do was I had the fortune of going to a beauty boutique near me that stocked two-thirds of the items that I wanted to share with you. Actually, just a couple of things. When I recorded with the last episode with my friend, one of the things that I noticed is she refers to her community as sweeties, right? That's always been the thing with Yusufs. And I'm thinking to myself, if I had a name for this community, on TikTok, I'm always like, hi, internet. That's a thing that I do. What if I called you hoes? Like Heaux, hose. With that, no, that's really crass. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna lean in and just keep going. Hi, internet. I think that would be familiar, but not too familiar. And neutral enough, right? Because I don't know any of you people. So let's just do that. So I'm going to keep referring to this community as the internet. So hi, internet. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. My throat it's a disaster. This is now my third coffee this morning. I feel motivated and I need to put this episode out before month's end. So here is this month's roundup of newness. So first thing that came up on my radar that I thought was really compelling is from Benefit. They have a new skincare range called All About Pores, which is an extension of their Professional, which is, I think, probably one of their best selling SKUs. So, Professional is that mattifying moisturizer. They have a couple different variations of it. They also have a setting spray, and now they've tapped in and they decided to come up with a full line of skincare. There are, I think, 5 items or 6 items. Let's see. So, there's a mask, a foam, a toner, a cleansing oil, some other mask in a tube, which I think is an exfoliant. I didn't play around with it. And then a moisturizer. Yeah, so it's 6 items. And then there's also an implement to use the products with. So why I found this interesting is, of course, I think Benefit has always been like a younger brand, but when I first encountered it, it had a very kitschy sort of retro vibe to it. There were some skincare products that I've used from them in the past. I'm thinking about the Dear John moisturizer. God Almighty, that was a heavy moisturizer. I used the U Rebel, which was a tinted moisturizer. It wasn't available in Canada, but it was a low SPF and it was really imperceptible and just like the Dear John, slightly greasy, but in the best kind of way. And they used to have the Dr. Feelgood lip scription, which was a set of a lip balm and a lip exfoliant. Incredible products, long gone, RIP to those. But they've really leaned into the Gen Z customer. Everything ranges from, I think the lowest you can get travel size version of these products and they start at about $20. And then the moisturizer, it's either $58, $59. Don't remember for sure. There's discovery sets, there's all sorts. So I don't know what Gen Z is, but if you're from the 99 2000, you're in your early 20s, this it's a very different offering to how I was introduced to Benefit was, again, a universal line of products. All the skincare product was very rich and very emollient. This seems like a very fresh, lightweight offering to me. There was, at the launch time on the Sephora website, the mask was available as a coupon code where you could get a deluxe size version. When I was in the shops, I just wanted to take a look at it and smell it. It didn't have anything special about it. It just, smelled like a typical clay mask. It looks to me like all the packaging is recyclable. Everything is in aluminum containers. Good thinking on their part. And as well, the other product that I thought was particularly interesting, they have an AHA PHA toner, which is dispensed as a mousse. So rather than spraying it on or pouring it onto a cotton pad, it comes out as a foam or a mousse. Interesting. Don't know what the story is there. So, if you're a younger person, or maybe you go to your local Benefit Brow Bar, if you live in a big city, and maybe they sell some of these products, I'm sure that the hygiene and the mask and things like that would be useful. But I suspect that this moisturizer is really for somebody who's new to skincare or has a young skin, doesn't have any particular concerns. So recyclable packaging, one size fits all formulas, very interesting. Take a look at it. So the next thing that I wanted to speak on is from Darphin. At some point, I will do an entire Darphin dedicated episode, but this I thought was really, really compelling. So they have this new product that's called Eclat Sublime. And so this is, I think it's like Darphin's answer to the La Mer Renewal Oil. If you've ever used that product, it's biphase. And when you give it a shake, it turns really cloudy and milky. And sometimes in between uses, you'll notice that the oil phase, it settles at the bottom of the product and it almost turns into spheres. It looks very cool. And so this product, it is a serum, but it's an oily serum. So at Darphin, they have several of these sorts of watery serums like the Intral. And then their anti-aging products are usually milky serums like their Pridermine and Similskin. And then outside of that, they have the oils, which are like their hero products. This is the 8-flower. This is like the top of the range oil. And then there's a version of this which has gold flecks in it, which is way more expensive. And so I think what they've done here is taken the watery serums and their oils and created some sort of hybrid formula that's really just designed to give the skin like a humidity or like a luminosity to it. It's not terribly expensive. It's not reasonable. You know, it is Darphin, so you can expect a certain price point. Unfortunately, when I was in the shops, they didn't have any testers of this. They only had 2 units, so there was no way for me to smell or feel what this product was like. I would say it's going to feel similar to the La Mer renewal oil, but it's going to smell probably like the 8-flower nectar because it looks like a product that's for all skin types, but I think it might be for somebody who's not quite into the stimul skin or they're more anti-aging products, and maybe likes the 8-flower like me. I would probably benefit from it. You know, I think it'd be nice in the summertime just to kind of give your skin that humidity, that glossy, wet look, you know. Really interesting product. And if you are somebody who can get to a beauty boutique, no matter how you feel about the company, they have one of the best reward schemes. So, you know, you could buy this really expensive serum and probably get some points back towards your groceries, right? So definitely one to look out for. And then the last thing that I wanted to speak on kind of goes full circle with a TikTok that I made recently about waterless products. When we started this pod, I was mentioning how Benefit has come up with a new range of skincare, and very clearly everything is in aluminum and looks to be recyclable, which is smart and is very useful. But in addition to that, I think brands not only need to have recyclable packaging, sustainable ingredients, but they may also need to start considering reducing their water usage. And so in one of my TikToks, I listed off a number of products that are waterless, that are powder forms. And this was one of those products. This is the Clinique for Men Super Energizer. So this was an exfoliating cleanser that you mixed with water, and like the Dermalogica microfoliants or the Barbasturm enzyme cleanser, this is the sort of thing where it's a DIY. You either add lots of water and make it very gentle and very soft and foamy, or you can use a little bit of water and create a very abrasive paste. And you can use these sorts of products as frequently as you like. Just be cautious of the amount of water that you're using and the amount of pressure that you're applying. So this sort of product, I think, is the next frontier in terms of ecologically friendly product. And unfortunately, this has long been discontinued. I managed to score this on clinique.ca for about $12. It was a real win. As I was going through the internet, KIEHL'S has come out with a comparable product, which is the Rare Earth Deep Pore Minimizing and Polishing Powder Cleanser. Amazing. So this same sort of idea. It acts as a cleanser. It acts like an exfoliator. Add as much or as little water as you want. These sorts of products, I like. You can take them into the shower. Just be careful about not getting too much, getting water into the opening. I mentioned in the last episode, there's a number of Kiehl's products that I've used in the past. And when we're talking about their hygiene and cleansing, I love the calendula gel. I think that's an amazing product. And also, I think the Rare Earth mask is one of the best moderately priced clay masks. And so I think this cleanser, in addition to all this other stuff that we talked about at Benefit, these would be interesting or very useful things to have going into the warmer time of the year. And currently, as I'm recording this, Kiehl's is currently having a 25% off on their website. So, go into your local Kiehl's, see if they can get you a sample because they're usually very good. They have lots and lots of samples of pretty much every SKU. And if you are so inclined, go onto the Kiehl's website. It's a L'Oreal brand. They always have offers. We're going into Earth Month in April. So with Benefit and Kiehl's, they're really leading into, being ecologically friendly. So, I think these are some really interesting items. So leave me a comment if you actually do try these products. I'd be curious to know what your thoughts are. And I hope, you found this episode useful. So as always, thank you for listening. Thank me for speaking. Pray for my thumb. I got into a fight with a Domino's box this weekend. So yeah, I look crazy. I will catch you in the next one. Adios.